literally just got out of bed like 15 minutes ago. Oh man. Let's see. Come on. I'm trying to see myself. There I am. So yeah, there are three people in here right now. Oh my God, three people in here, and I got 3 likes already. Look at God. Happy Sunday. This is all off the dome. I need to make sure, like, I need to do StreamYard at some point. But yes, if you're coming into the room, say hi. I don't bite. I see Chef CC, always in the room, of course. Mr. Games 331, thumbs up so we can see a nipple. Nipples are for 200 people in the room. Oh, my audio's low? Oh, damn it. Is it? Oh, man. Let me see. Damn, how's my audio now? Is it bad? Let me see. Technical difficulties. Bad audio? Yep, it's bad. Maybe I'm covering the speaker. Y'all hear me? Let me see. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Ah, that's why. I see what happened. Is it better now? We gonna get this right. Why does it sound like that? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, y'all. Is that better? Is that better? That's gonna have to work. I can hear myself on here now. That's gonna have to work. I can hear myself. I know, right? Like RuPaul got your Wi-Fi. I cannot believe this. All right. Can you hear me now? I'm listening to myself on my computer now too. I'm so annoyed. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Of course, of course. right, testing. I have my earbuds in now, so anywho, I see much better now, but this is gonna have to do for right now. I apologize. All right, final echo. The first time I come on live, you know what? I'm gonna have to do StreamYard now or something. Okay. Well, there's 26 people in here now. There was an echo because I had my computer on too, so I could hear myself just to see how I was coming off to y'all. So I guess we're good. Okay, well, we're gonna start right here. I apologize. I'm gonna try to look at that. Oh, I'm about to curse again. I'm gonna look at that later and see. Apologies. Anyway, happy Sunday. Hope y'all are great. Um, I just did an impromptu live. Like last night, I was out, and I was just like, why don't I just do a live? Something early in the morning. But yeah, I'm in New York. I'm glad you enjoyed Pop Roast if you saw it. For the people on the Patreon, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I was just like, damn, I need to start marketing the Patreon on Pop Roast more. Like we are halfway to 400 subscribers on the Patreon. So also later today, I'm gonna have Polly Side up. I'm gonna be on the panel, and I might put up the Bad Boys season one, episode one on my YouTube for the people who haven't seen it. But yeah, I did this tall order, so ask me questions so I can interact with y'all. I don't care if there's 300 people in the room or three people. I come on here just to talk to y'all. You don't have to decline calls. But yes, hello to the 37 of you in the room. This weekend has been pretty blah because I just came back from Dominican Republic, so I'm just trying to catch up on work. I am going to LA next week. I'm kind of having some problems with United though. Does anyone have a flight connect? Does anybody like have a flight connect? Because I just realized that I booked my flight for the wrong time. And for some reason, United has two flights with the exact same time. Like they both leave at 8:30 and one is at AM and PM. I accidentally put the PM one, so I'm missing out on an entire day. So then I call United as well as Priceline, and they say just because it is a basic economy ticket, they can't give me my money back or switch it. I have to pay a fee to upgrade my ticket just so I can switch it. And then when I switch it, I still have to pay the remainder of the flight. I just think that makes no sense. So yeah, I'm very pissed, and I'm just trying to see like what to do in this situation. Should I just like pay the fee, which is going to be almost the price of the ticket,
or like I can just get another flight, or just get to Cali Saturday evening. So I don't really know what to do now. I'm trying to look at my options, and I got connects. I'm trying to find a connect, like someone that can maybe give me a standby, so I won't have to wait all the way to Saturday evening. Let me see what y'all talking about. How's New York these days? I love New York. Thank God we are out of January and February. January and February in New York, it is it. I'd rather not be here during those 2 months because it's just the weather is awful. It feels like it's cloudy every other day, and not to mention the snow. But yeah, we are almost in like what the end of March, going into April. So like there's only warmer temperatures ahead. Other than that, New York is New York. How did me and Alex meet? I have said this story so many times. No offense. It should be on one of my tall orders. I put all of my videos in playlists, so just look it up. And I have it on my Patreon too. How we met, but we met in New York. Just the short version of the story, the cliff notes. We met in New York. We lived in the same neighborhood. His place was 10 minutes away from me, so I eventually ran into him on the subway. That's what I still need to see. I'll be over at the Patreon after to see the review for Bad Boys. So yeah, thank y'all for whoever is subscribed to the Patreon. I appreciate it. Also, it renews every month for $4. Like I say, my Patreon is $4. It is a $1 a week. But yeah, I put up the Bad Boys. Why can't I talk today? It's because I'm hungry and I can't think. I put up the Bad Boys LA. It's hard for me to say not Bad Boys Club. But anyway, it's the Bad Boys LA review. It is a terrible show. But I was looking back at it and I was just laughing at myself because I was just like in awe of all of these gay clowns just putting on a show for Zeus. But yeah, I'm gonna put the first review on YouTube maybe later tonight, maybe. And then for the rest of the shows, like for the rest of the episodes, it's just going to be on the Patreon. So I apologize, but yeah, if you want to see it, it's on Patreon. It's a Patreon exclusive. I'm trying to make it special. Let's see. Did your spirit faint when Alex called Beyonce an icon and a legend? I was very surprised. I was very, very surprised. Yes, they are charging me a fee and a remainder. So I'm trying to get a hookup flight or something. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way because I just hate like wasting a day in Cali. Thoughts on Mariah Carey being on Lotto Big Energy remix, even though Lotto didn't know she sampled Fantasy from Big Energy. Well, technically, she didn't sample Mariah. Mariah sampled this other song. There's a song like Fantasy is sampled from another song. So technically, Lotto is sampling from the same song Mariah did. She's not sampling from Mariah. But I think it's a good look for Lotto, and then for Mariah, maybe people will make it her 20th number one, and I think she'll be tied for the Beatles, or I don't know. What is it? I know she was tied with the Beatles or Elvis or something. If somebody knows it, I can't Google it right now because I'm on my computer. But yeah, I think it's a good look. I'm not a fan of Mulatto or Lotto. I think first of all, I just thought her name was stupid, and then her shortening it, like it still means what it meant. Like I didn't get that. And she sounds like her flow is very pedestrian. I'm not saying she's not talented. She's probably a good rapper, but her flow is just so pedestrian and mundane. And she sounds like a female Slim Thug. Like I've heard it before. Like a female Paul Wall or something, that little drawl, and it's just hard for me to get into it. But I'm happy for her success, and I hope this song goes number one because I want Mariah to have another number one. And I promise I'm not reading her right now. I'm just saying that's just what I think about her. I'm just not really impressed. I did see her in concert though for Day in Vegas, I thought she did a good job. Let's see. Karen Carrion is a key on Bad Boys Club. He is. I enjoy him. He's one of my faves on there. Well, my only fave, not one of my faves. My daughter really wants to go to NYC for her 11th birthday. Do you think it's a good trip for her age, or should I wait until she's 12 or 13? No, you can bring her to New York. There's a lot of kid-friendly attractions. Just riding the ferry is free. We have this little island. It's a park that's over water. They just built that. There's a lot of fun things. I mean, there's Times Square, like a lot of fun sites. I would have to think about it more, but just off the top of my head, there's nothing. There's no reason. I mean, it's not Vegas. Like New York is kid friendly. How was DR? Would you recommend the resort you were at? DR was fun. I definitely would not suggest the resort if I'm being perfectly honest. Like it's good for one time, but when I went the second time, I was just like, not really caring for the food too much. But the beach was great. I could not get drunk. Like the alcohol was all watered down. Let me just say that. Thank God I brought edibles. I'm just being honest. I did have a good time at the resort. They were very accommodating, but I'm a food person and the food wasn't hitting. If I'm being completely honest. Um, what else? And the drinks. Like, I'm paying like, for premium and it just tastes like, I don't know, like I didn't taste the liquor. So I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It is the headphones. It's been really muffled. I'm not sure what's wrong with my sound today. It usually works. And if you hear echo, I'm just trying to see what it sounds like. Oh, but yeah, if you're just coming in, I apologize for the sound. Just some technical difficulties right now. Let me see. But what was I talking about? Oh, the resort. It was called the Bavaro Princess. Like I would give it 3 stars. 3 stars, just because of the food and the alcohol. Otherwise, the beach was great. The property was great. Hey, Chris, did you hear about B. Scott podcast where he used to be friends with Jussie and he said he compared himself to Barbara Streisand when he first got to Empire? I did not. I need to go and listen to that right after this. Janae, can you please let me know which episode that is? Did you meet any cute men in the DR? I did not. I would take Megan over Lotto. I would too, even though they both. Well, Megan's problem is she doesn't know how to switch up her flow. Like I want her to be more versatile because you know she's a dynamic talent. Were you in the Candy and the Gang chat? I was in the Candy and the Gang chat. I asked. It was when Candy was on live with Brian and Philip. And I stayed for the majority of it. It was interesting conversation. Philip is he's nicer off the show, but I just got some tea about Philip, and I'm gonna wait to to talk about it on my next review because we have friends in common. But yeah, I asked a messy question. I asked Candy to ask Philip, did he regret his argument with Torrin? And I know Torrin from Atlanta because I used to be out and about. He's like a friend in passing. And I just didn't appreciate how Philip came on, well, came at Torrin. And then Philip said he did not regret it at all. Oh, I'm not gonna say it on here. I'm gonna wait. Y'all gotta watch the review. He don't even go by Philip. Let's just say that. I did not. I was like, oh, how come he just didn't go by his? Well, I'm guessing that's the name his friends call him. But then when I was like Philip, my friend was like, you mean such and such? I was like, oh, well, I didn't know he had an alias. Yes. And I'm like, should I be shady on my reviews and just start calling him that name? I tell you, everybody in Atlanta, like the gay circle is so small. It's so small. The 6 degrees of separation. Oh, you have to disagree with me to take kids to New York? Well, yeah, I said you should come to New York. I think you agree with me. I said that you can bring kids to New York. You can bring little kids to New York. There's always something to do. Well, it looked like somebody already knew the T, like that's his real name. I just thought it was funny because I was just like, oh, I guess he was wants to be more professional. He probably gave himself a wealthy, rich white man name. Well, I'm sure it's in his name. He just doesn't go by that. But yeah, I feel bad because the sound is all crunchy and stuff. I'm gonna have to look at it. He said it on his speak on it. Oh, okay. Well, if he was on Kanzi's speak on it, there's a reason why I didn't watch it. Because he just comes off so bad on the show. And I think the thing is, people gravitate on reality TV or even on YouTube. They gravitate towards authenticity. And I think that, like, when you're yourself on the show, or maybe him being an asshole is his real self. Because I don't know. Like, a lot of people gravitating towards Brian and Torin, Mr. Tug and Pull, than Philip. Because he seems nice on Instagram. Candy's show is boring to me. I can't watch more than 5 minutes. Well, I mean that's your opinion. I enjoy Candy's show because I mean that was my life. Well, should I say that was? Because I don't know. I mean, the serving life was my life. I served for 14 years, and it's just very authentic. And it was just like I've been through this before. I've been sat down with managers. I've had recently. This was like before the pandemic. Two white men managers trying to tell me about like what I offer, and I don't know. I told them about the work environment and they weren't listening to me. They tried to put me at another restaurant because I said y'all don't hire black servers in the front and it's clearly obvious. Let's see. Oh, I froze. Did I? I need some confirmation in the chat. Oh, okay. All right, we can continue. Let's see. Thank you, Doris D, for these wonderful suggestions. I think Philip is strict in general, but he's being excessive for the show. You think? Did I hear about Apple Watch? I did. It didn't make it in pop roast, unfortunately. Like the sound was kind of glitching when we were talking about it, so I was just like, I'm gonna have to take it out. So we did talk about it, but when I was looking back at the edit, like the sound was just kind of messed up, and I was just like, we're going to take it out because it was only like maybe 1 minute that we covered it. But it's so terrible to hear. Like, I don't even think she's conscious yet. And she like fractured her spine. She shattered her arm, her shoulder. Lord, Chris, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the panel. Child, child, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And they are on episode 13. Excuse me. They're on episode 13, and there's still 7 people left. That is insane to me. Like they need to eliminate 3 more people. Like Jesus, like just eliminate Diabetes, Georges, and what's the other one? Deja. And that's it. Just get rid of those 3, and then we have our top 4. Like I think that's Camden, Angeria, Willow, and Bosco, right? Those 4. Oh my gosh, Bonnie and Sophie Watkins Entertainment Network. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Happy Sunday, and I'm so sorry for this audio. Ugh. But thank you so much. And if anybody else wants to donate, hey, I appreciate it so much. And I forgot, I never put the Cash App up when I'm starting, but I'm humble. But it's $ C Diggy1 if you're interested. You know, I'll put it up in the chat. Also, I don't know. I feel really bad right now because the audio is messing up. I've never had audio issues on this phone. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, let's see. Hello, if you're just entering the room. Yeah, Bosco, I don't see her winning, so I think it's between Willow, Angeria, and Lady Camden. I would have given Chris 1,000, but he talked about Atlanta. I didn't talk about Atlanta. That is Alex. That is Alex. Good morning from LA. It's my mom's 70th birthday today. Happy birthday to your mom. I only started watching Candy in the Game because of your reviews and your insight in the field. Oh, thank you. You need to let Candy know that because she been shouting out all these reviewers but me. Oh, Tamika, hey, I'm glad you enjoyed Zuma. Thank you so much for the donate. I really appreciate it. I saw you got like the hot pot in the picture. That's like really popular at Zuma. Where did you go for the Saturday night? I'm guessing they're dragging out the show, no pun intended, because of the C-19. And since they all have some people they're testing, they'd rather do a longer season. I don't know, longer seasons ain't it. Because so many people, um, they get so excited about Drag Race starting. I'm just like, okay, y'all say that now, but watch when we're in the middle of the season, y'all gonna be begging for it to end. Oh, y'all went to Tao. Now, see, I was gonna like suggest another restaurant for y'all, but it was Asian, and I love Asian cuisine. So, like, a lot of my favorite restaurants are Asian cuisine. So, yeah, I would have told you somewhere else, but yeah, good choice. Tao is good too. I guess I'll give Candy Show a try. Don Juan annoys me. He annoys me too, but he's actually not annoying on this show. He just looks annoying. Are you going to review Young, Famous, and African on Netflix? I need to give it a look. See, I'm not sure because I'm doing a bunch of shows that's coming up. Oh, you didn't like Tao? Okay. Maybe you should have went to Nobu, but Zuma is like a knockoff Nobu, so I didn't want to send you there. Um, and Fish Cheeks is amazing. It's not like as fine dining atmosphere, but the prices are $3 because it's super authentic. Like Zuma and what is it, Fish Cheeks? Like they're totally different cuisines. They're just both Asian. Like one is Thai, one is Japanese and grilled items. Yes, if you're just coming into the room, I'm sorry about the sound. I just, the show must go on. I'm a little annoyed. I'm actually super pissed, but I'm gonna push through it. It's only an hour. I got like 20, 28 minutes left. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. Also, I'm going to plug the Patreon right now. It's patreon.com/cdiggy1. If you've never been on there, it's quite a lot of videos that have accrued now on there. And we also do Pop Roast Extra. What Pop Roast Extra is just like an uncensored Pop Roast with me and Alex. And we answer your questions. We give y'all shout outs and just ask us anything you want. And we may talk about a couple of things that we can't say on YouTube. The skin bleaching on Young, Famous, and African makes me uncomfortable. I need to watch. I'm gonna watch one episode when I get a chance. It's on Netflix. I haven't had the food at EP/LP here in LA, but I believe it's an Asian fusion restaurant. I'm not sure if you got in the room, but I'm going to LA on Saturday. I'm just trying to get my flight situation handled because I bought the wrong flight time. Like they have two flights that's from 8:30 to 11:30, and I chose the PM one instead of the AM one. And I'm so angry because it's a basic economy flight, they won't switch it, even though it's like on the same day, it's the same price. They just won't let me switch it. Oh, thank you, Andrea. And I have not forgotten about that little bar table that you bought. Like, that was sincerely the nicest gift. Oh, yeah. I should have told you to go to Budokan. I used to work there, but I was just like, oh, is she going to want another Asian concept? Yeah, so, yeah, Budokan is Cantonese with like a French twist or whatever. I used to work there. I think you may have liked Budokan, and they do have some like nice vegan options too. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry right now. I forgot to eat. Like when I got up, like I was just checking my socials and all that stuff, and then I watched the first episode of Atlanta with Donald Glover, Zazie Beetz. Uh, I forgot the other two. It's crazy because they're all like movie stars now. Like they all are employed by Disney, like with the Lion King. Um, oh, thank you, Lynette Patterson, for the Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to donate over to CDiggy1 is $CDiggy1. If it's $1, if it's $5, it could be 20. Anyway, I watched Atlanta and it was such a good first episode. Like it was not what I was expecting, and yeah, I just forgot how good Atlanta is. It definitely wasn't what I expected, but I enjoyed it. Didn't you say Alex was moving back east? I'm wondering why he keeps shading the East Coast. Child, you're gonna have to ask Alex that. He says he's tired of Cal. Well, we talked about it on the Patreon, so we got to go over there to see. But let's just say that he wants to move back to the East Coast, just not the Northeast. Chris's business be having me perched. Yeah, the next Chris's business is going to be about. I guess someone wants an update on my dating life. I'm also going to do a Chris After Dark. It's going to be an OnlyFans edition. I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be closed, but it's gonna be a fun OnlyFans episode. We're gonna be talking about that. Um, Thoughts on the confirmation hearings. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Tamika. So me and Jared, we just did a poli sci about it yesterday, and it's gonna be premiering today at 2:30. So make sure you catch that. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Uh, all right. So yeah, we did a poli sci about the Supreme Court confirmation hearing, and Jared, he had something very enlightening to talk about. So I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's like a 25-minute episode. The poli sci. It's hard to get people's attention. For over 30 minutes. So we try to like talk about the most we can in the allotted time. So make sure you come back at 2:30. I promise the sound is gonna be better. Let's see. Are all your Patreon videos still on your Patreon? Let me push this in right quick. Hope the sound didn't go out. Um, let's see. But not for good videos that aren't there anymore. No, like all my videos are still on my Patreon. Yeah, I probably have about 20 on there now because I've been doing them like, for at least I want to say 3 months now. So you have 3 months worth of content. I update it at least twice a week. I've been trying to do more because at first when I started it, I was going to do 4 videos a week, but I forgot, that I also do pop roast and I also have my own YouTube channel, which I also do 4 videos a week on there. So that's almost 9 to 10 videos a week. I do my own editing. So yeah, that's why I priced my Patreon so low was because, I think $4 is fair. I think that's $1 a week. And, it's not $5, it's not $7. I was just like, let me make this fair. Like, this is just supposed to be like a little side hustle and for y'all to get to know me. So yeah, I made it affordable. It's $4 a month if you're interested. It renews on the first. I always try to let people know that because even if you buy it on the 15th, they recharge you on the first. My next trip is to LA. Like as I was talking about it earlier, I'm just having some problems with my flight to with United because they're playing games right now. I don't see why they can't just be accommodating because I bought the wrong flight time. But yeah. Oh, we got 100 in the room. Make sure you hit that like button. I also, again, apologize for the sound. That's why I'm trying to talk a little bit louder so y'all can hear me. I sound muffled. Oh, they changed the policy. Hopefully they did because I don't think that's fair. Like I think 30 days should go by and then you get charged. Well, Khadijah, you came. Well, I have 21 more minutes on here, so I'm good. Trying to think of what else is coming up. Yeah, this is gonna be a real chill week for me. Who's on your T-shirt? It's giving tuxedo mask vibes. So this is Cowboy Bebop. I'm standing on my knees right now. I got the mag knees. Uh, One of my favorite animated shows right here. Same character. But yeah, please, if anybody from LA in the chat, can y'all please suggest a restaurant for me to go to? Like my favorite restaurant right now in LA is Crustacean. I love that place. So it's just a random trip to LA. I was visiting a friend who's staying there. I was supposed to be there. Well, I'm going to be on the second to the fifth, but I'm just having some problems with my flight, and I'm annoyed, just like I am with this sound. Yes, Cowboy Bebop is one of my favorite animes. Like that's why, like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, the one and the only, and Cowboy Bebop. Those are my one of my favorite animes of all time. How can you have knees like Meg without her twerk skills? Well, that's because I don't twerk. Unless I'm really drunk and you catch me somewhere. You and Alex are inspirational. You guys are doing the damn thing. Thank you. This is all still weird for me. You have a boo on the West Coast. I do not have a boo on the West Coast. I did go on a very good date on the West Coast, but I don't know. That's on Chris's business. You're going to have to hear about that date. I talked about it. Chris, you saw Maxwell did the Megan challenge and he got good knees. Yeah, it's so funny because Maxwell, I think he's an icon, and I just wish that I don't want to tell Maxwell business, but it would be great for the community if we had someone that also, was proud to say that they're a part of the community. But everybody come out on their time. There's Missy; she's still not out. It's just understood. Know you're going to laugh, but try Crossroads in West Hollywood. It's a high-end vegan restaurant. Now Miss Tamika, you've been following me for a while, I'm sure. You know my eating habits, and you know what I like. I like my chicken wings. I like my southern food, my Asian. I'm not sure if I can do vegan. I haven't graduated to that yet. Take Delta Amazing Airlines. I love them. So professional. Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out, like because I want to um change my flight, but they're going to charge me $45 to upgrade the ticket, and then they're going to charge me another $50 for the flight difference. And my flight was like around that price anyway, so that means I'm paying for a whole nother flight. So I mean, the $90 is whatever, but it's the principle of it. Like y'all can't just be like as a like a courtesy, like helping Ninja out. Like y'all saw that there's two flights at the exact same time. Anywho, EP/LP on Melrose on La Cienega. It has a rooftop bar, tends to have a line and dress code. Okay. Thank you, Shane D. Hey, Chris, love your recaps and perspective. Have you watched Severance, Master, or Russian Doll? I heard about Russian Doll. I saw the first episode. I just didn't have time to watch it, but it was interesting. I remember that episode on Patreon. Yep, thank you. Where's your favorite place that you've visited, and what place are your bucket list to go? My favorite place I visited, I loved Amsterdam. Thailand was fun. What else? That's it so far. My dream place is Tokyo, and I was supposed to go to Tokyo in March 2020, second week of March. Ooh, what Maxwell? I never knew. Well, I wouldn't call Maxwell gay. He's just fluid. I mean, everybody in the industry know already. It ain't no tea, no shade. It's just he just keeps his personal life private. Oh, and you have the movies you can go watch during the flight. Yes, I used to watch Sailor Moon every day. I think it was on WB. This woman's work, Maxwell? Yes. Let me say alleged because I don't want to get in trouble. Allegedly. 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 What receipts do you have on Maxwell? Not just gossipy speculation, actual receipts. For the record, I'm 28 and don't invest in celebs' private lives, but Maxwell's nice. I mean, Maxwell used to come into my restaurant, Tamika. He used to come into Zuma all the time. And one of the managers who was, Brazilian, and, they used to date, they used to date him. And I don't know, I just overheard that conversation and I was just like, oh, okay, I never knew. And that was it. But I think he's fluid. That's all. Allegedly. Allegedly. How you doing? I missed that. I miss Wendy. Oh, speaking of the Wendy Williams show, I will be on there Tuesday. So look out for me. It's going to be Vivica A. Fox and Carson Kressley. My 2 cents does Southern really well. Top Boy is hella good. I need to watch the new season. Which 80s movies classic is your all time? Let me see. I'm trying to think of. There's a couple 80s movies that I love. I know Beetlejuice came out in the 90s, right? Did Coming to America come out in the 80s? I feel like that came out in the 80s, or was it the early 90s? Like, let me just say my old school favorite movies when I was a kid. Terminator 2, um, The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis. I used to watch a lot of action movies because my dad, like, he loved action. Beetlejuice, Drop Dead Fred, um, Fern Gully. What else? Oh, child, we got a virus in here. Put user. Yes, if you have good taste, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Let's see. Did you catch the Atlanta Return premiere? Yes. Um, it was really good. I was talking about it earlier. I watched the first episode, and it was not what I expected. But I mean, I love the like the stories that they referenced, like Lake Lanier. Like, I lived in Atlanta, always heard about that. I was trying to figure out, like, what did they have to do with the overall story, or was it just like an anthology or something? Was it just going to leave it to a dream sequence? Like, how was those two stories related to the character? But yeah, it was so chilling, like the majority of the episode. And then especially, knowing where that derives from, like that happened in real life. And this is Patreon T here spilling for free, y'all. Y'all need to go subscribe. That was Patreon T. I kind of regret I said that on here, but I'm just letting y'all know that is what I was told, and that is alleged. Alleged. I don't want Maxwell Finance bringing me to court. I'm probably gonna watch Spider Man. Spider Man, like No Way Home. Shame on you. Shame on you. Let's see. My favorite '80s movies: Little China, The Last Dragon, and Coming to America. Coming to America. I think that's gonna be my favorite '80s movie. I've seen that movie so many times. I've seen it as much as I've seen Sister Act. Because you don't play in court. I don't play in court. Chris keep these teas on the Patreon. That's why I subscribe. And I love you for that. I appreciate the support. Trading Places and Groundhog's Day. Huh, I didn't know those were 80s movies. I think, let me see, for 90s movies, like, I have a whole plethora. Like, Friday is definitely in my top 10. Ooh, a ninja is hungry. Hungry. Such a sad story about those adopted kids. It really is. And especially because, they use that little boy as like, for that free hug and was hugging the cop. It's just so sad. And no thank you for being so damn funny and real at the same time. I love your show with that young man who, by the way, looks a little like my son. Oh, Polly Side Eye. What's for lunch? So for lunch, it's just going to be like a chicken stir fry with rice, and then later on, I'm going to cook some salmon and spinach. And yeah, that's it. Hey Chris, I said it in your pop roast comment, but I'm praying for a pop roast and the Reed mashup. That would be amazing, but I wonder if Kid Fury or Chris will even know if we exist. Like I've met Kid Fury, of course, like a couple times. He's really good friends with Dustin Ross, and I know Dustin, because I see him all the time. And he was a guest on Pop Roast too. He was on our February 1st episode, 2020. So go back and look at it. That's the date it was from. It was right before the pandemic. Yeah, Boomerang was 1991 or 1992 because that soundtrack was hitting. And y'all know in the 90s, the soundtracks that were hitting Soul Food, Great Waiting to Exhale, which is the best movie soundtrack of all time, period. And the Boomerang soundtrack. Yeah, Kid Fury's cool. Like I said, Gay World is like the 6 degrees of separation is so small. I mean, at least the friends don't know we exist. Like, I appreciate Dustin for shouting us out all the time. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed Pop Roast with Bondi. I think we're going to try to have, more uh, guests on the show. Oh my God, I forgot about New Jack City. Thank you for reminding me. I loved that movie. New Jack City is a classic. Um, I love To Wong Fu as well. I need to watch To Wong Fu. I love that movie so much. Let me tell y'all, I watched that movie so much. My mom was like, "Why are you watching that?" And I was like, "Because it's entertaining." And like that's all I saw it as. I didn't even like think of myself as gay back then. Like that's another story. My coming out story, I think, is on my Patreon, or maybe it may be on my Tall Order. I'm not sure. I put it on somewhere, but I didn't really like realize I was gay until I was like maybe 15, and then I didn't come out until I was like 20, 24, 25. Let's see. Boomerang, Soul Food, Wait and Exhale, all produced by Babyface. And there you have it. One Real Housewives of Atlanta is allowed to interview with Pop Rose. Who's your choice? Hmm. Alex talks about favorite way too much. We talk about Kenya way too much. Maybe a Portia interview. We don't talk that bad about Portia. I mean, Portia or Candy, but Alex, he be talking about Candy and her lack of fashion and makeup skills. I watched To Wong Fu in secret. I would change the channel when my mom came in. See, I didn't even think nothing of it. Like I was just like, oh, like I don't know. I don't even think I understood the movie. I was just like, oh, okay, these are these men that's like in drag. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I was just like, oh, they're helping this town of like rednecks. That's all they were doing. One of my fave Martin episodes was the New Jack City spoof. I don't remember that episode, and I used to love Martin. Martin, I don't really watch it that much now because I don't think it aged well. Like Martin is a true male chauvinist on that show. Like especially that episode where he found out that Gina made more money than him. Like he really wanted Gina to quit her job or like take a lower pay grade. Yeah, maybe we can invite Dustin one time, like another time. 45 then 50. Oh hell no, you need me to call them for your flight. It will be free next year. Smile, damn, that's crazy. That's why you have to read the fine print before booking your flights. I agree. I just really thought that, I booked it for the right time and I didn't. So I'm not sure if I'm just gonna like, just get the Cali at on Saturday. I'm not sure. Like Saturday night, cause I'm missing out on a whole day. Candy doesn't need fashion or makeup skill. Her money's more important. I agree. Not Phaedra. See if you can get a She by Sheree interview. As much as Alex talked about Sheree, nah. Yes, Martin didn't age well for me either. Yeah, so Martin and the Wayans brothers, like, it didn't age well at all. There was an episode of the Wayans brothers, I think it was like around like gay people, and yeah, I didn't like that at all. Oh, it was the episode where Marlon had to kiss a guy or whatever for like a movie role he wanted. But yeah, y'all, we're reaching the 1 hour mark. And again, I apologize for the sound. I'm gonna make it up to y'all. Like I need to do like a testing one more time, like before I get on again, because this is insane. I was I was so pissed throughout the live. Let's see. Okay, y'all just talking about the Martin episode. OLG, which I think hopefully they have more cleaner practices now. Yes, thank you, Miss T. I'm glad you enjoyed the live, regardless of the sound. I'm going to leave this up, because y'all know I kind of want to delete it. But, I'll leave it up if you didn't. Just letting you know before I leave, there's the Patreon dollar sign. Well, let me I'm getting ahead of myself. There's the patreon.com/cdiggy1. That's $4 a month. If you want to donate to the channel, it is dollar sign cdiggy1. Chris Dash Diggins on Venmo. And what else? Poly Side Eye is coming up at 2:30. Make sure y'all come back if y'all interested in that. It's me and Jared. And then I'll be on later on Maddie Ranch channel for the panel. So with that, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And share Ninja's content too. Not this one. Not this one. But share one of my favorite reviews. Well, share one of your favorite reviews. See, I'm hungry, I'm tired, whatever. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I will see y'all soon. Bye.